Alright, so hey guys, it is me, 80 Search you guys. I'm going to talk to you guys about Benfica 3, Barcelona 0. Guys, there were already issues before the game even started. And you know why? It's because of the lineup. Let's look at the lineup Ron Koeman put out. A 3-1-4-2. First of all, why are you playing with a back three? Okay? Now, I understand you played a back three against Bayern. It was to obviously make sure we don't concede more goals. But really against Benfica, are you really scared of Darwin Núñez, Yaremchuk, Rafa Silva? I know they're decent players, and I know they're good players. Obviously, they are. But they're not really like world class. They're not like a Benzema. They're not really like a Lewandowski. They're not really like Mbappe or Haaland. They don't have anywhere those kind of caliber. They're not anywhere near those kind of players. And so it just doesn't really make sense. Okay? And also, my other question is this. Why are you persistent with Sergi Roberto? This guy is as useless as it can get. This guy doesn't offer anything. I'm sorry. I don't know what Roberto does in this team. He's only here because of his La Masia connection. Because if he wasn't from La Masia, guys, this guy would probably already get banned. He probably wouldn't be here. And I'm apparently hearing that they want to renew his contract. Roberto, please just get out of my club. And Barcelona, please rip that contract apart. Rip that contract. I don't want to see this guy ever again. This should be his final season at this club. I want him to leave for free. I'd rather him leave for free than get an extension. This guy obviously offers nothing. Okay? And I'm sorry for being very negative because, guys, it's the nature of this video. I have to be negative here. I really try to be positive and try to be energetic, but it's really difficult to be positive when you just lost 3-0 to a team you shouldn't have lost to 3-0. Why is Pedri starting? Why are you starting with Pedri in this kind of massive game? I understand that Pedri has a qualities that go me wrong. I think Pedri's a great player. But are you really telling me you should start Pedri in this massive game against Benfica? This is a game that he's just came back from injury. It just doesn't make sense. If you're going to start Pedri, you might as well start Ansu Fati. You might as well have started him. Okay? So don't if you're going to do that, then do the same for Fati. Do the same for Fati as well. Don't make it only for one player or another. Keep it the same for everyone. Okay? Now, Luke de Jong. I know he scored against Levante. But other than that goal, he was completely anonymous. He didn't do anything else in the game other than score that goal. And that's the thing about these goal scorers, in that when you just score one goal and you play like crap for the rest of the game, it doesn't matter. And I don't like this logic. You have to play well for the game. You have to play well, and not even if you play well and you don't score, I'd rather take that than you play well, you play crap, and you still score a goal. That kind of logic makes a lot more sense, right? And so it just doesn't make sense, okay? This team in particular was already messed up from the beginning. And you know when Koeman puts out a back three, he means he is scared. He is intimidated. And already. And when you're playing with a back three, you would think in theory that you would be better, right? It might have actually been worse in this game. Well, I don't even know, honestly. Even if we had played a back two, I don't even know, honestly. Even if we played a back two, we'd probably still lose the game. Maybe even by a greater margin. But the point here is this, guys. The point here is this. Koeman should have done a 4-3-3 and just kept things back to the traditional, as we did against Levante, and just see out the game. Don't play this back three. Don't try to revert the system when it ain't broken. The 4-3-3 worked really well against Levante. There was absolutely no need for you to change. Obviously, I know this Benfica team is obviously better than Levante. I'm very well aware of that. But why break a system when it's already working for you? Perfectly fine. And so, yeah, man, there's that. So, moving on. We have some stuff to discuss. I got some big moments to discuss. I'm not going to go over every single big moment because, as I said, it's kind of pointless to really discuss. Benfica, they score in the 3rd minute of the game, and it's Darwin Núñez. What an assist from Weigl there. What a finish that is from Darwin Núñez. And Ter Stegen, man. How did you not save that? I'm sorry, man. Ter Stegen, for me, I'm going to say this right now. He's not as good as people rate him to be. I still think he's a great keeper. I still do believe he is a great keeper, and I'm still happy with him. But he is nowhere near an Alisson or Courtois. He's not anywhere near those kind of keepers. Oblak, he's not in the top 5 anymore. He's not the best keeper in the world. Let's just put it that way. Luke de Jong, how did you mess that opportunity up? How in the earth you mess that chance? You had that chance there. Roberto got a shot on target. I think I was the only shot on target. And we also only got one shot on target, And as I said, I could go more and more into this, but as I said, there isn't really, I don't even want to discuss because as I said, I'm just very mad right now. Then The second half began, and Koeman didn't even make any substitutions. And that already tells me a lot of issues. And by the way, before we get to the second half, I should have discussed this. PK went off, and you put Frankie de Jong as a center back. I saw stats saying that when Frankie de Jong went as a center back, we only created 2 chances. 2 chances. When Frankie de Jong was playing that midfield, we created 5 chances, and 3 of which were created by him. It goes to show you guys how important Frankie de Jong is. Okay? Because Frankie de Jong gave a lot of chances up to Luke de Jong, and Luke de Jong, obviously, we know he's just not good. He missed all of those chances up. And that's the problem with me, is that there's only so much certain players can do, and that other players need to step up. And for me, when Frankie de Jong went into center back, our hopes of scoring were very much diminished, because a lot of those opportunities we had in this game were coming through him himself. He generated a lot of those opportunities, and then PK went off as well, big stuff indeed. And then Dora missed a really good chance there, and he almost made it 2-0. And at that point, I'm like, wow, how we've not conceded. Ter Stegen, and he had a massive bro moment. I don't know what Ter Stegen needed. He went outside the net, and Darwin Núñez almost scored again. And I'm like, bruh, are you serious? And then Garcia got a yellow card. Rafa Silva got a yellow. And there was a big chance for Barcelona that didn't score. It was offside anyway, I believe. And then Grimaldo got a yellow, and then Roberto had a shot. And then Barcelona, and then Koeman finally makes a triple substitution, brings up Ansu Fati, takes up Luke de Jong, and brings on Nico Gonzalez, which I thought was a really weird substitution. Brings up Pedri, and brings on Coutinho. And a few minutes later, Rafa Silva scores a rebounded effort from Benfica. It's a good rebound goal indeed. Let's look at the timeline there. I forgot who got the initial shot there. Right here you can see it's a rebounded effort. John Mario plays a 1-2 with the Yerman Chuck to race into the box, forces save into the ball. Yeah, right there. So it's a Rafa Silva shot. Then the third goal came in from Dest. It's a handball in the box for Dest. And Núñez got to brace, and he makes it 3-0. Then Garcia got a red card here. It's a second yellow for him. Bringing down Ramos. And obviously, you got sent off. Roberto came off. Mingueza came on. And obviously, the game was just terrible. You could see right there, Barcelona lost their first 2 matches in the UEFA Champions League for the first time since 1972-1973 UEFA Cup, where they lost both legs to Porto and were eliminated. Benfica registered the joint biggest ever Champions League win, equaling the 3-0 victories over Celtic in over 2006 and Zenit St. Petersburg in December 2019. Barca suffered consecutive group stage defeats within the same Champions League season for the first time since 2001, when they lost to Besiktas and Milan in the first group stage. Guys, Barcelona may not even get third in the group. I know people are saying that Barcelona might get third in the group, and that's very well possible. But with the kind of display Barcelona put out, I'm not even sure if they could get third. I know Dynamo Kiev conceded 5. But this kind of Barcelona I'm just seeing right now, Dynamo Kiev would at least score 1. This Barcelona team is so easy to score against that I wouldn't be surprised to see us lose both. I wouldn't be surprised to see us lose all our games, for that matter. It's just been terrible, guys. Let me just say this right now, guys. We are not making second in this group. We are not making second. Because for us to make second, we would have to hope to get a point against Bayern, and we need to beat Dynamo Kiev twice and Benfica and hope that we can get a point. 10 points. Because right now, guys, Benfica are on 4 points, and they're looking to, if they could just beat Dynamo Kiev once, 7, and then they could just look to beat us again, that would put it 10, and they'll be through to the next round. So it's imperative that we win that reverse game against them. Because if we lose that game or draw that game, it's done. It's done. And as I said before, guys, I'd much rather us see us finish bottom than finish third, so that way we could prioritize the domestic league over this. Because I said that before, guys, even if we get into the Europa League, we'll probably still get battered anyway, and we won't win it. So for me, guys, I just don't know. I don't know. And Koeman, you have to get sacked. This is enough. I'm done with you, Koeman. You have to get sacked after this game. And remember, Setien lost his job after this game at the Lisbon Stadium. And it's only poetic justice you lose your job as well. It's a great timing indeed. And and for the Athletic game, guys, that's going to be obviously on Friday. Check that preview out. We're going to do a live stream for that, guys. I have a special guest on that channel. It's going to be the Red Side of Madrid. So, as I said, it's going to be a very, very frustrating. I mean, if the kind of display I see right here, guys, I don't even know what's going to happen against Atleti. I really don't know. So as I said before, guys, a very disappointing defeat for Barcelona, guys. Right now, guys, Barcelona are bottom of the group with -6 goal difference, and Dynamo Kiev are third with 1 point. I mean, the fact that we've conceded more than Dynamo Kiev, over 2 games is just sad. It's sad. We allowed Benfica to score 3 against us. It's just gone from bad to worse, man. It's gone from bad to worse. So, as I said before, guys, I want you guys to comment down below what you guys think of the match. As I said before, guys, I really don't have anything to say about this match. There wasn't really much to discuss from Barcelona's positives. And as I said before, guys, I'm just disappointed, man. I'm disappointed with how Barcelona played today. They were absolutely atrocious in this game. Absolutely horrendous indeed. And, as I said before, guys, Koeman, man, I want to see you get sacked in the international break. You have to get sacked during the international break. You have to get sacked. Because I'm done, man. I'm done with you. And you also, and before we close off, there's one last quote he said. He said a quote before the game. The second game and the Champions League is not important. It's not crucial. And that for me is a huge, it doesn't make sense. Okay. Because here's the thing. If you had said if our second game was against Bayern, then I would say, yeah, you're right. It's not really that important. But this is against Benfica. This is the type of team that we need to beat if we want to get into the round of 16. We need to beat Benfica. At least we need to get 4 points against Benfica and Dynamo Kiev 6 points to put us in a conversation on the top 2 spot, because we all know that we're not going to get anything against Bayern in the Allianz Arena. And you're telling me that that game wasn't important? So as I said before, guys, I don't know what else to say. I mean, Koeman has to be sacked. I'm very disappointed in the team. A lot of the players in this team have to look at themselves very closely indeed. And as I said before, guys, this is just embarrassing. It's absolutely embarrassing for Barcelona to be bottom of the Champions group with only 1 shot over 2 games. That also is another embarrassing stat. Okay? I don't know what else to say, guys. I don't know what else to say. So I want you guys to comment down below everything, guys. Make sure you guys check out my platforms. Check out me and my other platforms listed in the description below. And I'll see you guys later. Remember, guys, to comment and subscribe as well. Peace out.